conservative media peeps and MMA fans everywhere, all around the world. That, in my opinion, I can't believe what I just saw right there. How did the judges call this a draw? There's no way this is a draw. There's no absolute way you can get, but let's put that on pause in terms of the whole draw situation. What about the judge that had this 48-46 Edgar? Are you kidding me? Are you blind? Which fight are you looking at? I don't understand how you can. Paul's working on the scores right now. Like, how can you get there? I absolutely 100. First of all, this was a war, and it was a great fight, everything like that. But what happened is what I said was going to happen. Where Gray Maynard bullied this guy all around the ring, more punching power. He had, was stronger, better wrestling. Although Frankie got, some takedowns there. I mean, basically, Frankie Edgar can't really hurt Gray Maynard. And Gray Maynard just got a little bit tired, and Gray Maynard beat up on him. He was trying to load up with too many shots. But in terms of the fight, I 100% agree with what Gray Maynard said, and that's how I scored the fight. He won the first, huge, like a 10-8, 10-7. And as Paul said, if he didn't win that 10-8, there is no 10-8 round. He won the first, or 10-7 even. I mean, he had 3 or 4 knockdowns, like clean knockdowns. He was beating him up the entire fight. I mean, Edgar had nothing that first round. So he won the first, he won the third clearly, and I think he also won the fifth because Edgar wasn't really doing hardly anything. He had a little mini flurry, and Gray Maynard pushed the pace the whole time in the fifth. He had a super hard body shot. He hit him with a bunch of other things. He kept shooting. He kept pushing. He had great jabs. I mean, what fight are you watching? I mean, okay, yeah, Frankie Edgar goes out there and tries a little guillotine, this and that, in the fourth round. Fine, okay, you give the fourth round to Edgar, fine, and Edgar wins the second round because Gray Maynard was tired. That's it. So you have a 10-8 round in the first. Let's just call it 10-8. It could be a 10-7, but let's call it a 10-8. 10-8 round in the first. Maynard wins the third, and Maynard wins the fifth. Okay, so there you go, right there. So then you have Frankie Edgar winning the second and winning the fourth. So Gray Maynard should be at 48 points. Frankie Edgar, -1, -1, -2, should be at 46 points. In my opinion, the correct scoring is 48-46. Paul, what did you see in this fight? I mean, look, before you get to that, I want to show people my impression. I thought I was watching like drunk monkey kung fu in that first round. I love it. I thought I saw a little hobbit. I didn't know if I was going to see Elijah Woods, doing a quick change over there for Frankie Edgar in the first round. And Frankie Edgar was all like, he was like, ooh, trying to do it. He even said he doesn't even remember the first round. I mean, it looked so funky, like, he just got this destroyed, dude. I mean, they're lucky they didn't stop that fight. He was completely out of it. They could have stopped that fight. It's fine. I'm saying let the champion fight on, everything like that. But I mean, dude, this looked like a complete mismatch. I mean, I really thought it was an ogre versus a hobbit. Paul, how did you see this fight?
Yeah, what you said the scoring should have been, which was 3-2 in rounds for Gray Maynard with a 10-8 first round, which makes it 48-46. Now, I've gone over the scoring here. The best that you could possibly give Frankie Edgar in this fight is a 47-47 draw, and that would be a 10-8 first round that he lost, but you give him 3 rounds to 2. Somehow you give him the 5th round, even though he was out, kind of out-muscled and out-struck there. Yeah. But you give him that. The person that had it 48-46 for Frankie Edgar, I went through the scoring. They basically gave Frankie Edgar 4 rounds to 1. They did count the first round as a 10-8, but that is ridiculous. That is absurd. That is a joke. I think Gray Maynard got robbed here. I think it's ridiculous, and this needs to be set up for a rematch immediately.
I agree. And like Gray Maynard had the takedown in the third. He had better striking. He was doing all kinds. What did Frankie Edgar do in the third round? How did Frankie Edgar do anything? Gray Maynard clearly stepped on the gas. He went out there and there's no way. Gray
Maynard definitely took the third round. Like I said, in my opinion, he broke up. Frankie was a little bouncy bounce, and he broke up his rhythm, grabbed him, tossed him down, did some damage. The only possible thing you can try to give, if you want to give Frankie, would be the 5th round. You say he would want the 2nd, 4th, and 5th. I don't see the 5th round for Frankie. He was wearing down. He got some nice things in there, but Gray Maynard continued to catch him with the left hook in the 5th round, and he just exerted more will, pushed him back, went for takedowns, etc.
Gray
Maynard got jobbed.
Gray Maynard got jobbed, in my personal opinion, not asserting any facts or alleging any facts or casting aspersions. You know that, all for entertainment purposes only. Our personal opinion. Here's the thing: Gray Maynard threw more threw more punches in the 5th round, landed more punches, had landed the harder shots, had a vicious body shot, had stiff jabs, which is just bing, 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 out jabbing him, dude. All 5th round, just jab, jab, jab. And it was just, he's doing his thing. And then like he was shooting for the takedown, He was doing almost all the shooting. I mean, Frankie shot for a couple things. And I mean, how many punches did Frankie even throw? And Frankie was on his bicycle the whole time, and Gray Maynard's pushing. How do you give a round to a guy that's not really punching? That's what I don't understand. And it's like, here's the thing. You want to call this a draw. I mean, when you look at the whole fight, who got knocked down? Who was hurt? Who was almost stopped? Who would you rather be, Frankie Edgar or Gray Maynard? And that's all you need to know. I mean, yeah, it's fine. We give Frankie Edgar credit for coming off the canvas and coming back and, staying in the fight. But he clearly lost. I don't see any way you put him.
He got beaten up. He tried to play. And Frankie likes playing a little point scheme and sticking low and all that. In the 5th round, that had worn down. Gray was getting to him, catching up to him with punches. It just wasn't there. This wasn't Frankie's night. He knew it. He just, look, he escaped here. Honestly, it reminds me a lot of Bernard Hopkins and Pascal. Hopkins won the fight.
Correct. It is Hopkins Pascal. Hopkins won the fight. Hey, if that's other than like in this case, Gray Maynard's the guy that dropped Edgar repeatedly, and he also was the guy that won the fight clearly and won the rounds. Look, if that's UFC's champion,
the reason why I compared those two fights is because the champion got to keep their belt on a draw that they didn't deserve. That's what I think.
That's a perfect. I love that. That's what This is a joke. In my opinion, if this is UFC's lightweight champion, that's a joke. And I agree with you.
You know what this reminds me of? This is like Machida and Shogun. You need an immediate rematch right now.
That's right.
This is not going to go down with the fans well. This has to be fixed.
We all saw it, dude. We all saw it. Gray Maynard beat him up bad. Here's the thing. If anyone went home, if they saw it in the schoolyard, they go home and, wow, Frankie got whooped. That's what they would say. Frankie got whooped. And here, I mean, if that's UFC's lightweight champion, that's embarrassing. We need an immediate rematch. Gray Maynard should have that belt. In my personal opinion, he won that fight. This is a joke. What do you think about it? I want to know. Comments below. Subscribe above. I'm sure we'll have a little Frankie fan. Hey, New Jersey, New York. Hey, bro, you got to watch the fight realistic.
Hey, I just say this to the New Jersey posse. You got to accept the loss. We know he's from Toms River. We got family in Jersey, and that's cool, but the guy got beat.
The guy got beat. We love the Jersey Shore. We got family in Jersey. He got beat. Deal with it. Comments below. Subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal. You've been watching Conservative Media, and that is Paul. Late.